Good afternoon, everyone. I will not take much of your time because we are running at least late today, and I'm going straightway to the subject. As such, in the length and breadth, we are discussing about the technology, creativity, old stories now. So I have something different. As 40 years I spent in the industry, in the corporate world, wherein various roles I have performed, and as a passion for the trainings and as well as relating with the subjects called the universal human values and spiritualism. I always try to connect the real things with the spiritualism because I find the human being at the center, nothing else. If you connect that, everything is in order because everything works on the harmony with the nature. So that is my fundamentals. So I am not here to preach or teach. I will try to share my experience and I will try to share my thought about the subject. So keeping the title on the subject title in a caption, I would like to go straight into the subject. Why human-centric? Let us understand in brief why we are talking about the human as a center. So when we are talking about the creativity or something like design thinking as such, so if you word itself says design thinking, so there is a word thinking. Creativity also comes from the thinking. Everything comes from a source called a human being at the center. From all where it is coming, whole process is happening like this. You collect the data from external source, that is Mother Nature. So you collect different data, you process it in your brain with the base of your knowledge or with the help of the technology or the tools. So input is also data, nature is the mother, and you are doing the same process of analysis within and outside. But with the profession, what you have seen recently, in what we call advancements in the industry, there are certain problems also created, certain limitations are also created. So there is a need to give a thought on the subject. So I thought that I should connect this with the human being which is at a fundamental place. So if we correct this human thinking process, then everything will be put in order. Now how to link this subject? You are all stalwarts in this galaxy of talented people. I am just a beginner, but I would like to show some connect that how I am trying to prove that unless and until yourself you get feel about the subject, you will not get convinced because we are human beings. We believe in logic. You show me something, then I will believe it if I believe in that. So I need to connect this subject with some type of experiment. So I have taken this small opportunity with the help of Sikuria sir, and I am very much thankful for the team giving me an opportunity to conduct this small session over here. So that is how I will be proceeding. I will just run through the slides because as I said, we are running on a short of time. So basic problem is that there is a confusing scenario. It's very difficult to take the decisions. So it's a multiple tasking happening. So here I am giving the different picture to the subject, different concept to the subject. I am not going into the management part or the technical part of the subject, but I am giving some different concept to the subject, which is human relation, the spiritualism. As I have been a learner of Vedanta for 35 years, I have gathered some information from verses and some other Puranas. So all talk about the same. Aham Brahmasmi, or we call the word, it is very difficult, which is to understand, and then still the debates going on. But it is all connected with the Aham Brahmasmi particularly. Tameva kevalam kartasi, tameva kevalam kartasi, tameva kevalam kartasi, everything you are there. But we don't find a connect. We don't realize that how does it influence the output. That is a real problem. And we are in the race of external world, not the internal world. So, second problem what we find, our concentration is also reducing because of multiple problems facing having a day-to-day life. Also, fragile thread of trust, because so many things you need to take based on trust you have to take some calls. So there is a fragile trust. So leadership is also under the fire. This is because of what? Innovation which is shaping the future. Second thing, the AI, MI, BI technology. Third thing, what is happening is artificial intelligence, which is a recent part. Fourth one is what the quantum technology, which is a recent one. China and other countries have come across with the communication based on a quantum technology, which is a recent advancement. So there are no connections like wires or anything. We call it as in the subject of metaphysical science, something called a clairvoyance, or you call something which is intrinsically without any physical connect. You talk to someone, you send a message and you receive the reciprocating message in the same fashion. So quantum also works on that. And the quantum physics fundamentally says that it is a photon electron a technology at a base, at the nuclear base, and it is creating a complex way of interaction between one nucleus to the other nucleus, and the message gets transferred. So there are certain research papers I have also gone through and understood that to give a very layman or a day-to-day example, if you are the music people, loving people, then those who are in the music industry, there is one thing which normally the musician plays a tanpura or something like a string instrument. So when you match the swara, sa, pa, sa something, so when you make one frequency for sa or pa at the center, if the second wire is correctly matching the frequency of the first one, so when you are hitting on a first string, second string also strings it by itself, because the frequencies are matching. So it is all which is not seen, not visible, but it is happening on the background. So this is an advancement. Even graphene is a molecule which is also a very advanced stage in the chemical industry, which is difficult to manufacture on a commercial base. A lot of researches are happening. So I put this as in 2 points. One side as human thinking, other side I am putting as an industry, as a looking purely from the business point of view, the technology development. So dipping dive into the subject, thinking is at the base. Then at the interesting part, I learned 2 slides I'll run through, that this is how this is happening. Is one of the papers I found out that DNA of a living cell has the transmitter analytic capability, having the because we are on EMF, electromotive process in every cellular living being. So it has got a magnetic field as well, it has an electronic field as well, and it has a receptor and an interpreter, which takes the resonances from the universe, it analyzes based on the basic parental structure of DNA and RNA. Those characteristics also get involved. It transmitted to the brain, and then the decisions are made. So DNA is also responsible. So how it can be coupled with the advancement in the society or in the making day-to-day decisions. So resonances of brain, language is also one of the parts of brain, where we have the different language interpretations in our brain and memory. So, and the third one is the music. Music is the only thread between these all factors which connects very easily, because it is a resonance, it's ultimately connecting things. It takes about 40 milliseconds to recognize any sound. So how this point I'll just put here over here, because I have run through some clips, which I will request you all to keep silence, patiently listen, not necessarily that you know music. I'm not going to play the song or something like, but in the heart, you'll keep yourself cool, close your eyes, listen patiently. The clip is short clip I'll run, and analyze yourself, how do you feel about it? This is the way I can connect you with the subject. So that is an experiment. Few clips I'll be running after this. So I'm just not running to the technical part. Normally Omkar is supposed to be having the fundamental frequency which talks about the nature, and that is if you as the age grows, if you chant Omkar in a specific fashion, then the Makar activates the pineal, which gives us serotonin as well as dopamine, and these hormones are released. Now the importance is that not activating the nervous system, but giving happiness. That is not the only thing happening with that, but additionally there is production of nitric oxide, which is necessary in a human body for keeping memory. And you have the Alzheimer and all diseases because there is no production, I know, after the age when you grow more than 50 years old. So Makar gives the potential to produce more annoying body. So time and the experience are the only things which you can get realized by yourself and understand the topic. So I'll run through the clearly. And now for 4 minutes, just keep yourself cool, listen each clip I'm running through and decide yourself what is the impact on your whole system. Should I?
Yeah.
Stop it. the first three clips? Was audible? Now you decide which clip you like the most. First one. How many for the first clip? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What comes next? The flute one or you? Flute one or the flute one? Wonderful. And what about this bhajan which was earlier, was not properly played? Because there are two types of signals in brain.
Sir, this is Mridanga.
I know.
Yeah, classical one.
That's what I'm asking. Would you like it or not? I'm not sure. So one side there was a comparison about the rhythm which was composed in a song, and the other side is a pure raga, the pure music. So now brain has different alpha, beta, gamma waves, and the most tranquilizing waves are coming from the all instruments like flute. So naturally you like the flute because it took you to the gamma level at the lower level. Now when you take your brain to the lower level, waves are created, you get a semi-conscious state. And then you can decide, you take your call, and you can take decisions for yourself and analyze any problem without any hesitation. So every day when you are in a turmoil situation of making a number of decisions, you even yoga, you say that you breathe in different types of yogasanas and even different breathing techniques you learn. Morning we have seen that, but nobody here. The connectivity, I just wanted to make a difference. That you sat there and did some meditation, and you listen to the music and analyze for yourself. Which one had a better impact? Just imagine for yourself. Music. Because as I said, it is a connector for your brain and the external world. So naturally you should know the accurate frequencies and accurate music to make yourself connected with the subject. So this was an experiment, small experiment, because there are n number of clips, number of plays can be done, and there is a course as such, is a music therapy particularly what we call, and there are treatments happening with the music, where diseases are also controlled as well as, but in the corporate world, today when we talk about design thinking and the creativity has to come, understand, you keep your brain continuously working on something, and you want more, but there are limitations. 11,000 million responses are sent by the body in the nervous system to the brain in 1 second. The brain can only analyze 50 out of that. So how much is the potential if you keep yourself calm to get correct decisions and think which is in a design fashion or correct way. So this just short experiment I just wanted to conduct over here. And
but sir, unfortunately there is no music break in any industry.
This is I agree with you. But what is happening, this is a connect. In even young ages, when we were learning the rhymes and tables, it was not like 1 into 1 is 1, 1 into 2 is 2 like that. 1 1s are 1, 1 2s are 2, 1 3s are 3. You put it into some harmony.
Sir, this theory is okay, absolutely.
Sir, we can be discussed now.
Yeah,
Because another guest was want to go.
Session one, chairperson has to also leave.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for your thinking. And this was a small attempt from my side to just get a connect with the subject and different thought altogether. Thank you again.